Hey y'all, it's me again, Valerie, and welcome back to my yarn room. Yay! Okay, before we get started, I would like to invite anybody who hasn't already to hit that word subscribe. When you do, give the videos a thumbs up, share them if you can, and leave me a comment. Alright, y'all like what I got here? This is Christmas tree ornaments. They are so cute. It's little stockings. Okay. And they're open at the top and all the way down through them. Y'all want to learn how to make these? They're real easy. It's a granny square. But it's not a square. It's a granny hexagon. But super, super simple. All right, let's get started. Now, what I like to do is I like to do the magic ring. Because to me, it makes it neater when the front part of it, or the middle part of it, is completely closed. All right, so I chained one there to lock it in. All right, what you do is you go in, going around your tail and your string, if you're doing the magic ring. If you don't want to do the magic ring, that's fine. Don't. It's your project. You're going to put 3 double crochets, and then I thought I'd finished 3, but I'd only done 2. I was getting ready to chain 1. All right, 3 double crochets, chain 1, and 3 double crochets, and chain 1. My yarn's not out. All right, so you want to have 3 double crochets together and 6 chain 1 spaces. Just in case you want to go jump ahead of me. All right, now I've already got this part done, so let me move on. All right. Now, there's my tail from my circle. Now, I've got 3 double crochets right there, a chain 1, 3 double crochets right there, a chain 1, 3 right there, and a chain 1. Anyway, I've got 6 of what I like to call granny clusters and 6 chain 1s because I ended right there with a chain 1. All right, so what you do now is I'm going to pull my tail, but I'm not going to pull it real, real tight. All right, I'm going to put my hook back through. All right, now, sometimes it gets a little wonky on you when you just chain 1 and then do a double crochet. So what I like to do is I like to come over here to the chain 1 and I count backwards. 1, 2, okay, right there. So I'm going to go in right there. And I'm going to slip stitch. And then I'm going to chain 1. I'm going to pull my yarn through and tighten it down. Now, I'm not tightening that hole right now. And I'll tell you how to get rid of these strings in a minute. We're not sewing them in. Yeah, this is a real good project because there's very, very minimal sewing in ends. All right, let me get a different color. Oh, sorry, I keep hitting the camera. All right. I'm going to take my yarn. Actually, I'm going to do a slip knot on it. I was just going to put it on there, but no. All right. I'm going to go in right there where I slip stitched. And I'm going to slip stitch this on and tighten it down. All right, I am not going to work over my tail. Not on this one. I'm going to chain 3. That counts as a double crochet. Now I'm going to go back in that chain 1 space. And we'll put 2 more double crochets. Now this is a corner, so I will chain 1 in between. All right, I'm going to chain 1. I know normally I chain 2 in a corner. Not on this because I want my stitches to be tighter. Now I'm going to go back in that chain 1 space and I'm going to put 3 more double crochets. Pull some yarn. All right, now here I am not going to chain. I'm going to jump right over here to that next chain 1 space and I'm going to put 3 doubles, chain 1, and 3 doubles. And that's the pattern on this whole entire row. I'm also using a 5mm crochet hook because, like I said, I want my stitches to be tighter. All right, now I've got 2 corners done with a chain 1 in between my clusters. And I didn't chain 1 here. All right, so then you jump right over here to this chain 1 space and you put 3 doubles, chain 1, 3 doubles. No chaining right here. All right, and I'll meet y'all back right here when I get my last corner done. You'll have 6 of these corners. All right. All right, I'm back, and I have finished my last corner. So I have 6 of these. They kind of look like shells. Anyway. Still not with it, y'all, but I'm working on it. All right, I'm just going to slip stitch in the top of that chain 3. Actually, I didn't even hit the chain 3. I went in between. There we go. All right, then I'm going to chain 1, and I'm going to pull my yarn and snip it. And like I said, I will show y'all how to get rid of them ends here in just a second. All right, I'm going to tighten that down. All right, now we're going to show y'all how to get rid of them ends. I'm going to pull it over. I'm going to grab my tail here from my magic ring, and I'm going to pull it. Okay. I'm going to get my 2 reddish color, and I'm just going to tie a knot. Because this is going to be on the inside. So you ain't got to worry about it. Then I'm going to get my scissors, and I'm going real close, but not at that knot. Just snip my ends. Because like I said, that's going to be on the inside. You ain't got to worry about it. All right, now I ain't going to do this one until after I get the green going. All right, let me get my green. All right, I'm going to make me a slip knot, put my hook on it. And I'm going to go to the corner here, right in front of where I put that, where I slip stitched it together. I'm going to go in, I'm going to slip stitch to connect it, tighten it down, and I'm going to chain 3. And that chain 3 acts as a double crochet. All right, and then I'm going to go in, and I'm going to work a corner, which on this, my corners are 3 double crochets, a chain 1, and 3 double crochets, all in that chain 1 space there. And again, I am not working over my tail. The reason why I'm not working over my tail is because that'll pull my tail to the side. And then I won't be able to just tie it in a little knot and snip it. All right, now, we're done with that corner. We got that 3 double crochets, chain 1, 3 double crochets. We're going to go right here where we did not chain. Pull up some yarn. And we're going to work 3 double crochets. We're not chaining. The only time we chain during this whole pattern is right there in between the granny clusters in the corner. And we only chain 1 there. And then we're going to go straight over here to this chain 1 space in this corner. And we're going to work another corner. And I keep hitting the camera. Okay, I got my 3 double crochets, so I've got a chain 1, and then I'm going to go right back in it, and I'm going to put 3 double crochets. And that's the pattern throughout this whole entire round. No chaining, go straight here, and put 3 double crochets. Alright, and at this point, you can pull your loop up and go ahead and tie them white ends, because, yeah, snip them off real short, just like you did the red right there. And I'll meet you back right here after I put my 3 double crochets. Then we'll show you how to sew it up. All right, I'm back. And I've got all my green done. So I'm going to go into the top of my chain 3. If I can get it. Sometimes you got to pull it. It's yarn. It can take it. The reason why I have sometimes a hard time going in it is because I like to get 2 of the loops. Or go into 2 of the loops. Okay, then I'm going to chain 1. And this is where you need to really have a very long tail. Because you're going to sew it up and make the little hangy loop at the same time. I'm a little excessive, so I like to have about a 3-foot tail. Alright. Let me pull all this through. Alright, now, this green one, you can sew it in, or you can just snip it. If you did like I did, you started with a slip knot, so it's on there. So what I do here is I just snip it off. Alright, this is where we need to get our darning needle. Alright. I can't find my good darning needle, so I have to use one of my old ones. I have a collection. Okay. To fold this, to make it into a stocking, you want to grab right here on the ends, 2 of the corners directly across from each other, and fold them. Okay? And then when you pull it, it makes a stocking. Alright, right here where our tail is, I'm just going to weave my needle in and out up here to the corner. Alright, but this is the toe. This is how you can do it where you only got to sew in one end. So I'm going to weave my needle in and out until I get right up at the corner of the toe. Okay? Then I'm just going to whip stitch all the way. So what I'm doing there, I'm getting the 2 there and the 2 there and just taking it through. So I'm just whip stitching. Then right here on this, I'm going to get those 2 and those 2 and pull it through. And I'm going to do that all the way and around that corner there, all the way up to right here. Do not sew this part together. So you're sewing the toe up, the bottom and the back side, not the top. And I'll meet you back right here when I get all of this whip stitch done. Okay, I have all my whip stitch done. I started here at the tip of the toe and went down. Then I went to the bottom and did it, and all the way up the back side, going around the heel. But I did not close right here, the opening, because that's a good place to put a candy cane. Alright, and I've got a long tail left. So, what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to take my crochet hook, and I'm just going to go in that stitch right there. I'm going to yarn over and pull it through. Okay? So that gives me a loop on my hook in order to do a chain. However long you want it. Okay? I'm going to do one more because that's when I clip it, that's going to give me the knot at the end. And then I'm going to just cut me a piece off. And you pull it through, tighten it down, and that's the only end that you got to sew in right there, other than sewing the seam. And all you do is just put your darning needle on your end and take it through and sew in that end. And I usually take it right through the seam here where I whip stitched it. And you have an adorable stocking. All right, y'all. That's going to be all for today. And I will meet you back here in the next one for another grand adventure right here in Val's Yarn Room. And I truly do love each and every single one of y'all to pieces. And do something nice for somebody, even if it's just a smile. All right, y'all. I guess there ain't nothing left to say except for get your crochet on. I'm gonna. Bye, y'all.